I almost didn't get signed. This is what it's like in Hollywood as a young black woman, and it's super inspiring and super cool, so stay tuned. But basically, they wanted me to wear my hair in a fro, and I remember just feeling so self conscious. There's a thing that happens when you first start acting. When you have an agency, the first thing they do is that they image you. And so when I was first imaged, they said the best way we are able to market you, that we can make your image sell, is if you wear your fro and take your headshots with your fro. And I was like, oh, I usually don't wear my hair out. I wear braids. And I tried to explain to them in the most professional way, like, this is going to be a no. Because I didn't want people touching my hair on set. I didn't want any horror stories. I was just like, ah. And even to be quite frank, I wasn't quite used to doing my own hair, like my natural hair in its natural state. I could put it in braids, I can cornrow it, I can crochet, I could do all this fun stuff, but my actual hair. And so even though I carried that within me, I'd let them know in the professional sense, like, I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that. And honestly, I'm grateful because they pushed me to and encouraged me to embrace the natural part of myself in my hair. And they said, look, this is the best way we can image you. And they said, go to a professional that you trust that specializes in natural hair. And obviously, I did not do that. Clearly, I'm doing my own hair in this video because a professional costs hundreds of dollars that I did not have at the time. And so I did take their advice at the end of the day. And I'm glad I did, because now I'm not able to miss out on an opportunity that could or is life-changing for a lot of young professionals and aspiring actors. Anywhoosies, the day comes, right, when I do my shoot and my hair comes out amazing. And then now, every time you go for auditions, your hair has to look like the photos you have, because your photos are your resume in the acting world. So I'm like, okay, I have this audition coming up, and these auditions are for me to meet different casting or different agencies back to back, and they all want to see me in my natural hair. And I was like, can I do this like twice? Can I do my own hair again? The first time took a couple of trial and errors, and I thought to myself, I prayed, I was like, God, you guided my hands before, let's do it again now. And I remember walking into the auditions, and the first thing that people said to me was like, hey, I like your hair. And I remember like, what? They like my hair? Like, different people would just walk up to me unsolicited. And I just remember feeling and thinking to myself, like, this is amazing. And the fact that no one knows that I didn't pay hundreds of dollars to do it was even that more validating. And so it's one thing for people to like your hair, right? But then it's another thing to let your talent speak for you, because again, these are auditions. And I remember just telling myself to be confident and not to psych myself out of this opportunity. Because one thing about acting is this: when you're auditioning, people, the casting directors, the people who put others, creatives in films in these spaces, can sense when you're A, not confident, and B, when you're desperate. And so I had in my mind to do something very, very powerful for me, which is A, carry God with me. And I did that through prayer and literally like speaking in tongues and trusting his word and speaking and affirming his word back to myself. And then 2, before entering each room, telling myself to let go, to have fun. I practiced, I did the work. Now I can let go. Look at how cute my hair looks. They were right when they said, oh, your hair looks good. I know it does. But yes, to let go and have fun. And the amazing thing about it, and if you want to know what that hair oil is, it's Agent Notor's hair oil. It's the strengthening oil. I think it has peptides in it. I'll put the name somewhere in the caption. But yes, and I remember thinking to myself that I'm going to go in and have fun and do this. And that's what I did. I didn't care if they liked it or not. I just wanted to have fun and express myself. And wouldn't you know, I left that event meeting several different types of agencies and hearing back from quite a number of them who were interested in signing me. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, thank God, because it was so hard. And for me to be so brave, I think, I felt like it was a brave thing to do, to go there as myself with my natural hair for the first time in years and show a part of myself that usually I hide because of the imagery or the conception behind it. Ooh, day one hair. Come on, somebody. But look how beautiful and innocent and amazing my hair looks and also makes me feel. It's like God, he did that. So this is my hair on day 5. And I want you guys to be inspired to know that if anyone wants to encourage you to be your natural self, you know, the parts of you that you felt ashamed about, that you didn't quite like about yourself, and you never saw yourself being that way, maybe give yourself a chance to have some grace and understand that if God made you with kinky curly hair, then he also gave you the capacity to know how to style it and be beautiful and graceful in it. And what helps for me is to look at people who come before me in this space who transform this image of Black women from being overly sexualized to just being so beautiful. For me, that's people like Felicia Rashad and Lupita Nyong'o and Letitia Wright. Just people who carry themselves well and love who they are naturally. If you ever feel like you can't do it, I'm here to tell you that you definitely can, and be confident in it, because I almost lost out on a chance when one casting director gave me feedback and noticed when I wasn't confident, it almost cost me a chance to be represented by him. So this goes to show, never be the first one to talk down about yourself. Just don't do it. Don't even talk bad about yourself, period. Be aware of where you can improve and then go ahead and improve and be better and do better. But don't talk bad about yourself in life-changing moments, okay? Catch you in the next one.